let me go over into my browser and you're like, well, let's set up some stuff. So if you go over here, like today to the Model Context Protocol organization, there is like a huge list of servers. Like there's those reference servers, there's a bunch of third-party servers, and there's like a bajillion websites to find servers. You know what I mean? There's tons of them. So for example, one of the classic time and tested MCP servers is this time one. It has two tools. So you're going to see this tool concept, tools. Just get that in your mind, the tools, right? So getting time, converting time, and then installation. So tools and servers, they can be a bunch of different things. They could be extensions, MCP servers, can be installed running, like in this case with Python, or for example in Docker. And here we can see this is the MCP time Docker there.
Huge.
Right, so you can kind of do that. So let's set that up. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm just going to close all the windows. We don't need to see them. And let's drop that down. I'm going to hit tools. And then you can say more tools. And then you can say add MCP server. Now, if we add this here, this is going to add it globally for like all of my projects, which I think
Mm.
is fine. But what I like to do is add it into my repo specifically. So what I've done is created my vscode folder and I have an mcp.json.
Mm.
And when you do that, you can hit add server. And this is going to bring up that same menu, but it's going to basically configure what MCP servers I want on this project. Some you might want global, and you can do that, but some you might just want for your project. So I'm going to say Docker image. I'm going to paste that in, MCP time, hit enter. And then it's going to ask me, are you allowed to install it? So permission there. I'm going to say yes, give it an ID of time. And just like that, it's configured and we're ready to go. We can see that there's a little new tool available. I can hit restart there. It's going to download the Docker image for you. It's going to start it up. I already have it here to save time and it'll
Mhm.
be good to go. So it does all that stuff for you. So like, it's really just like a JSON configuration that it's doing. So nothing crazy special.
Well, and when it's in that folder, that means you can check it into your repo, so if anybody else is working on it, they can. And so when you say that you're pulling it from Docker, is this where you need to have Docker installed to be able to have this here?
That's correct. Yeah, Docker in this case, or other commands. If you're running Podman, for example, that
Sure.
should work just fine. So it's just a command that it's going to run, and we'll see different use cases for that too. So now I can come over here, and if I just hit this little tool, I can see that there's get current time and convert time. But I can also use the pound here. That actually brings up all the tools and all the other things.
Mhm.
So this is fun. Fetch is my new favorite tool. But we can see get current time is there as well. And then there's the convert time. So they just show up as commands. So I could say, what time is it in Japan right now? Question mark. Now, in this case, GitHub Copilot is figuring out what it needs to do. So it's parsed that. Like I didn't tell it to go use the tool. It's just figured it out. It's like,
Yeah.
based on the descriptions, it's like, I got you. And in this case, it's going to say, okay, I know what time it is. I'm going to get the current time for Tokyo. And you give it permission to run that command. Okay. You can do it one off. You can allow for the session, for the workspace, or always. I'm going to be in control all the time. That's just me. But it is currently tomorrow at 2:32 a.m. Then I could say, can you pound convert time to Eastern time? Whatever. I don't know. So we'll figure it out. Right. So now it's going to run convert time. It's going to take that up there and then it's going to pipe it down into here. Right. So it's going to work. It's going to call into that. Now we can see, the Eastern time corresponding to 2:32 a.m. in Tokyo is actually 1:32 p.m. today in New York, which is pretty cool.